Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to today's video. So, you guys know, I've mentioned it before, but I love Gerda Steiner designs. I don't have enough of her stamps. I need to get some more. But one that I have was actually gifted to me from Mary from Cards TV. Not last year, but I think 2019, we did a collab with Easter images and she sent me the Nerdy Bunny stamp set. So today I'm going to show you how I colored this little guy and made this card. But look at his little glasses. They're so cute. I made them pink because I have a pair of pink glasses. But for those of you who are old enough to remember Sally Jessy Raphael with her red glasses, I really wanted a pair of red glasses this year and I didn't get them. But yeah, so let's head over to the craft table and I'll show you how to make this adorable card. So we're going to start this card using this border stamp from the Sassy Club, and I wanted to use those Easter eggs. Now this stamp has Easter eggs, you can see it down there at the bottom with some grass, but I wanted the Easter eggs to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more bolder. So we're going to be stamping those Easter eggs from that stamp set, and then I'm using the cute little Nerdy Bunny. We're going to be doing some masking today. I'm going to stamp using my Gina K ink onto my Hammer Mill 100-pound cardstock, and I noticed that I had some black ink everywhere, so you know how to clean that up. If not, it's going to end up everywhere. So it didn't really matter where I put this. I just went ahead and put it at the bottom so I had a way to make sure that it was straight. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp that first onto the paper, and then I'm going to stamp it onto some masking paper. And there you saw me rub it with my hand. That's to take away some of the stickiness, because when these photopolymer stamps are brand new, they have a tendency to stick on the paper, and they can mess it up a little bit, especially if you don't have a very strong magnet. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp those again, and then I'm going to cut those out, and we're going to add those to the paper, and then we're going to bring in the bunny because I want the Easter eggs in the front. So remember, when you're building the scene, whatever is going to be in the foreground, whatever is going to be closest to you needs to be stamped first. Okay, so I'm going to be using a regular circle die and then a stitch circle die to cut out this bunny and to cut out some paper. Initially, you're going to see me cut this out in this light purple, but I changed my mind later down the road and you'll see why. So I'll show you the colors in just a minute. I am not doing any kind of special blending on the eggs. I'm basically doing one color on everything but the bunny. The bunny is going to have a little bit more dimension along with the background. So normally I like to use BGs for my background. If you guys remember the little girl bunny that I did last week or the week before, I used BG for her for the sky, but for this one I wanted to use a more true blue. This is a bit closer to the blue that is in the pattern paper for this Doodlebug collection, and I'm using the same paper. This is the brand new paper that I just got if you saw my last Doodlebug and Lawn Fawn haul. So I started with the darkest blue around the bunny, and then I'm using the lighter blues to go out. So I believe I used, started with B2 or either B1, and then worked my way to the lighter colors. So B00, B000, B quadruple 0. And again, I will have those colors listed for you guys in just a little bit, and you'll be able to see them a little bit better. So I didn't want to do any ink blending on this card. That's why I didn't mask him and do an ink blending. If it was going to be a bigger scene, I might have done some ink blending. But since it was just this little circle scene, I didn't feel it necessary to do that. But it's completely up to you. This bunny is so stinking cute. I love Gerda Steiner designs. If you've never checked them out, you really, really should. Such cute images. You can buy them at Simon Says Stamp. I believe she has her own website, and she also has digital stamps. I didn't even think about going and getting some of her digital stamps. I need to consider doing that. So I kept the eggs on the bright side. I really wanted this to be a bright and fun image. So I'm using bright purples and pinks and yellows, and there you can see the colors on the left hand side. I'm just putting them down as I am using them. The grass was a bit darker, but that's the same color that I used in one of the other videos. So just coloring in, you know, the little spaces, etc. Nothing too, like I'm not doing a whole bunch of blending or anything like that. Like I said, I saved that for the bunny. And even he doesn't have, you know, many colors. And you guys were able to see that at the beginning of the video. So yeah. I can't believe we are in the last week of March. I think this is going up the last week of March. I may be lying. Let me look at my calendar. As I mentioned, I'm filming ahead. Oh no, we have a few more days after this because this is going up on the 22nd. I filmed ahead because I'm gonna have to get my computer fixed, and I wasn't even going to attempt to try to edit on my phone. I can barely edit on my computer. So yeah. But anyway, but it's almost April, which is so. This year has seemed to fly by. I mean, it's hard to believe it's been a year since all of this mess started. I'm hoping by the next time I talk to you guys, I will have had my first vaccine. I'm on a waiting list, and the waiting list in Dallas County is huge. Unfortunately, they haven't started doing it at like Walgreens and stuff. I do see my doctor tomorrow on the 23rd, so hopefully he can recommend a place for me to go. I just want to get it. So many of my friends that live out of state who are like in 1D or whatever that level is have already gotten theirs. And I'm like, what about me? We'll see. I mean, I could technically go all the way to UT Southwestern and have it done, but I'd have to Uber. That's a long drive because Rob is in the middle of busy season and he can't take me. And I don't know how comfortable I would be going by myself, like not knowing if I would need to take my walker or if I would need him to push me in a wheelchair, all those kinds of things. So I'll just have to wait till there's something close by. Luckily, I mean, I really only go out to see the doctor, and Rob is very, very safe when he goes and gets groceries and stuff for us. But I would really like to be able to go back out and, you know, at least go grocery shopping with him. I mean, I know that the vaccine doesn't protect you 100% from COVID, but it would be nice to, you know, just have that peace of mind that, you know, it would at least help if something happened. So once I get him colored, I'm going to go ahead and color on the inside, like where his glasses sit. I went ahead and colored that a bit lighter than the rest of his body just because I felt like it would be lighter. I guess I could have made them like, added a blue tint to it, or even made them sunglasses. That actually would have been really, really cute. Oh well, too late now. So, like I mentioned, I colored the glasses frames pink because I have pink. Lately, I've been wearing my cat eye floral glasses. I don't know if you guys you've seen them. Surely you have. I've had them for over a year, so surely you've seen them. I brought in the white gel pen to color his teeth because I accidentally went over them. And then I'm using some of the clear Nuvo drops to go over the lenses of his glasses to give it a little bit of dimension and to make sure it has a little bit of shine. And then I'm going to go off and let that dry. And after I add some shimmer, because you guys know it's not a Misty card if there's not some kind of shimmer on it. So I went ahead and went around the glasses and then just added it to the eggs. I didn't add it to everything because I wanted them to have a little bit of like a difference. So I had this egg pattern and I had several pieces of it. So what I decided to do was go ahead and cut down some strips. So I cut them down in strips of various sizes, and then I used this scrap piece of purple to do the same thing. We're gonna create our own background using paper scraps. So I believe I cut down this piece of paper to 3 by 5.5. And then, like I said, I cut down the strips of paper to like 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. I just wanted various sizes of these. And then I'm adding some adhesive, and then we're going to start putting them down. So I'm starting at the top. The thing you want to make sure of is that your paper goes all the way across. And then we're going to trim off the excess to create a cool background. This is a really great technique if you're someone like me who always has a ton of paper scraps, like thin paper scraps. You can do it like this, where there's pattern paper and cardstock. You could do it with various different types of pattern papers. You could do, you know, just a little bit. You could do a whole bit. You could cut shapes out of this. I mean, you could really make this your own. I went ahead and brought in my trimmer because I thought this is going to take me forever to cut it, and I'll probably cut it crooked. So I just went ahead and used my trimmer to cut off the excess. So yeah, so this is a really great technique to do when you have a lot of paper scraps. And again, you just want to make sure that you have adhesive down and that you make sure that your paper overlaps. That way you don't have any white showing. And you can see here that this was a scrap piece of paper from the other day. So once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered to a card base once I make sure that everything is down and good to go. I decided to go ahead and add a little bit of liquid glue. A couple of them were popping up. And I am out of glue dots. Well, I have them now, but I was out of glue dots. Normally I would just slip a glue dot under there. So I'm bringing in a thick piece of white cardstock to make my card base. I've cut it down by 5.5 and 8.5. I've scored it at 4.25. So I'm going to go ahead and get that folded and get the burnished. And then I'm going to attach this with tape adhesive, and then we're going to pop the bunny up. So this is why, you can probably see why I decided to go ahead and not use the purple, because I wanted something that would stand out. So purple and orange is another color combination that looks really great together. I love to use purple and orange, especially if I'm doing, you know, kind of Halloween type cards. So I wanted a sentiment, but I didn't want to stamp one. So I brought in this Easter paper and I used a small circle and I put it exactly where I wanted it. So it said Happy Easter, and then I cut that out, and we're going to pop that up too. So once I get the orange circle adhered, we're going to go ahead and get all of this put together. So I just centered that, and then we're going to pop up the cute little nerdy bunny. Then we're going to pop up the sentiment on 2. So I doubled it up because it needs to be a little bit taller than the orange. And then I'm going to add a bit more shimmer, and then this card is going to be done. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave me a comment. No question of the day today, but yeah, make sure you keep an ear out for that. But anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic Monday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.